Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all especially to this week's weekly review. So we had a very beautiful week, profitable week at that, and several beautiful experiences and some kind of opportunities that I missed because of being careful and trying to get the right confirmation before going in, and sometimes that I was not actually looking at the chart at the particular time that the chart probably run faster. And sometimes I'm waiting for a retest and price did not necessarily get to my retest point, and it just ran faster than I could catch it. So in all of these, I'm going to be reviewing with you briefly, and I will be showing you some of the deductions that I've made, corrections that I've made, so that by next week price will not leave us behind and I wouldn't get that price runs faster before my eyes comes back to the chart and all, just for us to maximize the many opportunities in the market and increase our profitability. We're looking at how we can scale up our interest per month. Last month we made 18%. Last 2 months we made just about 19%. So we're looking at how to scale up from 18% of January to at least 50% in this February. For that to happen, risking 1% per trade, we will have to take more entries. So if you notice, you see that the entries are fewer, not because I want to make them fewer, but that's actually the confirmations we have. So I'm trying to see how we will not miss more in even the few trades that we're catching, so that at least in a week GBP USD we can have, like, let's say 3 to 5 trades in a week, A+ setup, win rates, high win rate setups, beautiful RR, and for GBP, JPY as well, silver as well, and people USDT for crypto and also for synthetics. Let me take you to the chart so I can review with you briefly for this particular weekly review. Course of the week, this is GBP CHF. Okay, so we'll start from DXY, and then we go down to all that we traded this week. Okay, so this is the dollar index. Of course, I had a beautiful analysis session with you, talked about how the dollar might be buying. Okay, so that's exactly what it did, but probably bought at the times when I was not expecting it to buy. So the first entry which we should have caught, I didn't post that entry, and I'm sure many of you are wondering why. It's because it moved faster than anticipated. Volatility in the market was high at that time, and I couldn't have caught it because of the move and the speed in the markets. This is supposed to be the first entry, so we're supposed to take it somewhere around here. So I was just waiting, because of the gap, just right there, and the price just moved and we didn't get that. And then the second one is supposed to be in a 1 minute time frame. It's more like a scalping entry. It's not very big like that. Let's look at it. This is it. So I think that's the one I actually took eventually. So this entry just came, cut it up from around here, cut it up from around here, and took profit just from around here. And that was the only entries. These are the only entries I caught in the course of the week. So I had many that I was expecting that I missed. Okay, so I think one around here, and the final one is the one I'll call just today being Friday. I didn't expect that price could do this much pullback. Okay, the first one was this bearish move. I looked at it as too tight. Okay, so I was waiting for the retracement, and I was not looking at the chart because I felt it's Friday, the week is already over. So I didn't know the price could do this between 2 p.m. to the time right now. As you can see, it was massive. So if we had followed this analysis, just as I always trade, we could have considered this a break of structure and considered this a retest and probably take this trade from here. So, but there's another concern I have, and that concern is that here is a valid order block. I couldn't have been able to trade that order block. Okay, and for those of you who know what a breaker block is, As long as there's an order block dealing with price and has been broken, it will serve as a breaker block. That means this price is coming here. Watch out for that for the coming week. So that's exactly what I did with GPUSD, and the same thing also for GPJPY. Now GPJPY made us happy during this week because we were able to catch a setup that smashed TP. You know, the first one I didn't get to post because of the move, okay, and how fast, you know, it occurred. So pardon me for that. Okay, so it's actually the market. When the market hits so fast like that, it doesn't permit us or give us the opportunity to post. So this particular one actually did not give me what I wanted, so I didn't take it. So this was the one that gave me my confirmation. Okay, so what I did was I made sure that I closed up a lot of my, you know, targets. Okay, so that even if my spread comes wider at that time, because I took this trade from the Asian session, so I was in this trade just a few hours into the Asian session before I decided to take a little nap before the London session. So I knew I may be napping when it may hit TP, so that's the reason why I closed up a lot. So that what happened, as you can see, which is a huge rejection of price, when eventually things like this happen, I will still tap my TP, and I tapped my TP. Price didn't just do that, it came again, came close to TP, returned, retested, came, smashed TP again. So that's supposed to be a second entry. Now you can see why I said we miss entries. So because this is a value change of character, so if I get this kind of retest, it's just a full confirmation for me. Just that the market was a little bit volatile at that time. So but since this is a review meeting, we can review it this way, so that probably by next week we can, you know, probably work out something and make money out of that. So I'm looking at the fact that this was a break of structure, very valid, and price came, hit this. So the moment price took out this low, okay, with a bullish candle, we could actually use that bullish candle as our stop loss. So we can use it like as our stop loss, and we could probably target this, okay, and probably this can actually give us a decent 3RR, because if you check what you're risking just about 60 pips. Okay, so in this case, since it's up to 60 pips, don't think you're risking just 60 pips. What you do is you will drop your calculation. You have to calculate and drop your lots. So risking 60 pips and you're getting 158 pips is worth it, because this is really 2RR. Okay, that is what's actually possible with this, but I don't trade 50 pips. So most times when I see such trade, I might just let it pass, because I prefer to trade 20 pips than 60 pips. So that's actually the trade that was missed first, and I'm looking if I could see. Okay, the second one that was now missed was the reversal. So when price had reversed, I was expecting that once I get a retest. So I think I was not available. This was the retest. This was the retest, and price came here, and the next retest was supposed to be a sniper, which is what you're seeing here. So if you look very well, you see that we missed just about 137 pips, and all of these things are a lot of money. Okay, so but all of these things are being reviewed right now, because we're going to correct this for the coming week, so that we can maximize all the opportunities in the market and make more. And this was silver, posted for the free community. So the first silver entry, of course, I got my confirmation as usual. Silver was actually giving a huge retracement, trying to fill up an imbalance. If you look from the 4-hour time frame, you're going to see it. So for time's sake, I may not go there, but I got all my confirmations based on my strategy, and this was my entry, and my target was just here and smashed TP. And I came again for a sniper. Initially it acted like it wanted to move from here, so that was when I told you guys that it was already moving, but it gave a huge retracement. And snipers sometimes can take any position. All you just need is a confirmation that it's going to snipe up. So there's actually a liquidity on this point, and that's why it reversed. But I didn't know it was going to reverse this much, but I knew that if it reversed this much, then we could catch another sniper, possibly back to where it reversed. Okay, and I caught that, and I made huge profit on that. Took my take profit before price crashed massively, for this is actually manipulation. Okay, and that's where I stopped out with silver. Okay, so though my eyes have been on silver, I'm trying to see if I'm going to catch up some new entries on silver. The next one was US 30. Still waiting for it to break out of its range, and it didn't really break out of its range as when I was expecting. Okay, it's broken now, so we could be trading US 30 next week. And the next one is Tesla. Tesla just kept on going down and down more than what I anticipated, so I couldn't even get an entry on that, and a little bit busy to even analyze again. So people USDT is responding just as the BTC. We might get a buy on that. And for the synthetics, we didn't really quite get any entry on the synthetic. Yeah. Though I was anticipating a buy on Volatility 25 into trade Volatility 25 within this range based on my strategy. Okay, waiting for when it fully gives the retracement and this sniper, and that happened when I was not probably paying attention and I missed that. So that was the only thing. And the other one is jump 25, and I didn't really quite get any entry on jump 25, but I'm going to be analyzing them with you during the weekly analysis, and I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be trading in the coming week. I hope that with all that you've seen in the weekly review, you've been able to make some few adjustments, make some few corrections to whatever you're going to be trading in the coming week. I hope you're ready for the coming week. I hope you're ready for February. Like I said, we're scaling up from 18% to 50%. Let's make more money in February, because this year 2026 we intend to make much more than we made in 2025. So make sure you are attentive and you are actively involved in everything we're doing. Don't forget, I'm going to be having weekly analysis soon. Get ready for the video, and also don't miss my live trading session that comes up every Monday 1 p.m. GMT +1. Recommended brokers are going to be on my comment section, recommended prop firms as well, and the description side of this video. Just hit up on the link and get registered. See you during the weekly analysis.